Hello and welcome to LastofAvari's channel, and now I will get my hands on this game which is called Carmageddon Reincarnation. So, first impressions of it. But before that, a few words of what it is. So Carmageddon Reincarnation is a successor of the famous games of the same series, Carmageddon 1 and 2, and less famous and less glorious TDR 2000. But yeah, it is quite good, and here you have to race and you can win by completing laps, or alternatively you can just destroy your opponents with some kinds of bonuses and weapons and stuff, or just you can crush all the pedestrians. That is also an option, but since you have like 700 of them, it's not quite easy. Yeah, you can give yourself money by various stuff, including smashing the barrels and various other targets. But this game is nice in a sense of getting you a spirit of older or earlier ones, so you will have fun, and it's quite good. I think it's maybe even better than the previous ones, but it has some issues with the performance. As you can see, it looks really good on maximum settings, but my PC currently can handle them, and I actually thought that my PC pretty decent for it, but apparently not so much, at least since this Sunday, when I installed it on Steam. And yeah, the issues I talking about is the stuff that I have to record it in 720p, and it's currently best performance setting or preset, because of course the screen capturing software takes a bit of performance, but even without it turned on and without it running, the game is not very fast. So yeah, I expected more and more smooth gameplay from, for example, my configuration. That is maybe not the best, but it's still 4-core processor, quad-core. It's Intel i5, the model number is 3470, so it's about 3.2 GHz, and I have 8 GB of RAM, and GTX 550 Ti GeForce video card. So yeah, it's maybe not the most awesome setup you can have, but it was nice. For example, for smooth play, not on the low settings on games like Battlefield 3, which I completed in a way of doing single player campaign, and I played a bit of Battlefield 4, and it was pretty nice online, also not on the lowest settings. But apparently what is nice for Battlefield is not so nice for Carmageddon Reincarnation. And even including that, considering that, I can't say that the game is bad, because, you know, the level design is good, the music is good. By the way, I turned off the music because I don't want to get a content ID or a copyright strike, because while I asked developers on Twitter, and they said that some music tracks are actually done by contract, so you're okay with using it in some videos, but the other music can be done in various other kind of contractual stuff. So I don't want to be banned from YouTube, and that's why I'm not guessing which one track is okay and which one is not, so I just turn it off. And I will enjoy it in the time when I will not be recording. But yeah, the music, visuals, graphics, levels, even gameplay is fine. But what is not fine is performance. Because as you can clearly see, even now it is not very smooth. It's playable, completely playable. With this stuff, and I think I can even turn it a little bit higher when I won't be recording, but still I expected more, and I am not thinking that the game is bad because of that, because you know, it's still open beta, and it's went to open beta just a couple of days ago, so the developers can still fix things and done a lot of work in sense of optimization of performance. So yeah, I still have some belief in them, in the same developers that developed the earlier games, Stainless Software, I believe they called, from England, and they even have a few people, key people from the original team. So yeah, it's I think it will be good, but I can't be sure completely. But why am I that sure? In a way that I'm sure. Well, it's because I think they are planning to release it also on current generation of consoles, and by that I mean PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, and you know that those consoles have also 8 GB of memory both, and maybe a kinda better CPU than mine, but still maybe not the top-notch, for example, graphics card or video card, as you can say. And yeah, that's why they will do a lot of optimization anyways, and I think since the CPU of those consoles done by AMD, and it's basically I think x86 compatible architecture, so if they will do those fixes to get it run in those configurations, at least in upscaled 900p, those fixes I think could be applied to PC version. And while I cannot recommend to pay for the game to play it currently if you have a PC like mine, or worse than that, maybe slower than that, then it's maybe not a good idea currently, but it may be a good idea when it will be released as a final release, not as beta version. And yeah, as you can see, you can crush successfully opponents, destruction model of the cars is pretty nice. You can repair stuff, and even with my pretty shitty skills of racing, and by the way I'm controlling it with just keyboard because I don't have a nice controller. It's just I have plain Chinese stuff for emulation of old computers that is purely digital and have no analog sticks, and I of course don't have a wheel for my PC, but even with my skills it's pretty nice. And maybe I will just switch the car, because currently I'm playing with Diana, and her car is kinda faster than max damages, but it is also it has less weight, and I think because of that it is more crunchy kinda. You can squish it and damage it a little bit easier, since it's like 0.3 tons of weight difference. But I still won, and the game is good. I hope the developers will do their work in the months of beta testing, and hope for the best. That was LastofAvari. See you later.